Big old cottonwood tree. Nice little picket fence. Okay, one more home. Are we walking? Let's walk the trail the pioneers used to walk. I'll walk. Do you ladies want to sing or anything?
Or dance?
Or dance?
14, Harry-ish.
So here's the last house we'll be going into. Again, pretty well preserved or restored. Has a nice front porch. Looks like the Wood home.
John and Ellen Smith Wood.
So this was their house. They look like a happy couple, don't they? That's good old pioneer pictures. A view from the living room. I'm assuming this was the living room.
John was a farmer, he raised cattle, and he worked in a blacksmith shop.
Cool. So he was a blacksmith.
He made beautiful horsehair ropes and hackamores in his spare time.
Made hackamores?
I don't know what a hackamore is. First I've heard of that.
We'll have to look that up. I would imagine, right, you ladies? Is this the kitchen?
There's another room in the fireplace.
Oh, really?
Right here, so
Could be a bedroom. Yeah, this is probably the kitchen. I don't fall through the floor. All that adobe brick. No, but they thought they may have had a wood stove type thing. Amazing this. All this is homemade brick. Yeah. Let's take a look. All adobe brick, homemade. I'm sure there's plenty of clay mud back in those days. I think that this may have been.
and that was a family room, fireplace.
I don't know, maybe it was a bedroom. I guess it's just fun to imagine, I have no idea. So nice view off the front porch. Nice front porch, beautiful view. Look at the view they had up there towards Zion National Park. Amazing.
Someone's trying to get in.
So there's one more building out here. It's a barn. There's an old wagon back here that we'll go look at. Here's kind of the back porch, which looks pretty cool. So it's a nice house. What is it? Pioneer children sing as they walk. So there's two barn structures. Pretty sure this was for animals in this one. This one was a bigger barn. Lots of old lumber from some of the buildings from somewhere. Let's go around so we can see this wagon that's inside here. That's pretty cool. So this is some kind of a utility wagon. In fact, a couple of the settlers were killed by the Navajo raid. So this is still part of the barn. The other side over here. It is a ghost town and it has seen better days, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty well preserved. If any of you know what a hackamore is, put it in the comments, because we don't know what a hackamore is. But
we'll Google it.
But Brenda will Google it. But the blacksmith, Mr. Wood, who owned that house back there, used to make hackamores. Okay, now we're going to head to a trail. We'll take a little bit of video going up to the trail, and when we get to the top, we'll video the vista up there and enjoy the sights. This will be actually we're going to go to the cemetery first, so we'll hit the cemetery and then we'll go to the trail. Okay, that is the history of Grafton. So you should come out and visit with your families. It's kind of a cool place. You'll want to see it. And it's off the beaten path. Nobody really here today. So a lot of people go to Zion, go right by this and never even know that it's here. There goes a tumbleweed. So there are a couple of more buildings that were part of the town back there in the background. But it's on private property, so we can't, unfortunately, Unfortunately, we can't go back there, but it's kind of cool. Extends out here a ways. So this is the Grafton Cemetery from 1862 to 1924, and it talks a little bit about some of the people who passed away here. A 10-year-old boy with diphtheria, another 3-year-old with diphtheria, lots of diphtheria. Two girls that were 13 and 14 who died from an accident with a swing that broke. There were 3 20, 22, 24-year-old men that were killed by Indians. So lots of different things, but let's walk in the cemetery itself. So this is primarily a old cemetery. Pioneer Cemetery. And you'll notice that there are pennies or coins on most of these headstones. And do we know, Brenda, what that's for?
There's a tradition of leaving coins when you come to pay your respects, and it has a lot to do with the military, the servicemen and women who have served our country through the years. So a penny represents just coming, letting the family know you've been by and paid your respects. If you see a nickel, that kind of represents the person and the deceased serviceman or woman who went through boot camp training together. And a dime shows that someone and the deceased serviceman actually served in the military in some capacity together.
So most of this coins here didn't have anything to do with military service, but it was just out of what?
Showing respect.
Showing respect.
For those who have passed on before us.
Great. Thanks for that history lesson. So you'll see, again, lots of coins on all of these, which means somebody stopped by and paid their respect. People who passed away in 1871, born in 1800. So here's one with a nice fenced-in area. Somebody born in 1841, Robert Berry, and he died in 1866. He was one of the ones killed by Indians. So clear out here. Cedar Pete looks like was a Paiute leader, Paiute Indians. So there may have been a few of the Indians buried here as well. 1821 to 1910. Alonzo Russell, probably the one that lived in the Russell home. This was his wife. Lived until 1903. Born in 1825. affectionate wife, a fond mother, and a friend to all. So again, what a beautiful area. So this is the Smithsonian Butte National Backcountry Byway. So we're going to drive up this trail for a little bit and just see where it takes us. Let's go do it. So if you want a road that you can take that's pretty easy, it is off-roading, but it's not crawling. Side is the Smithsonian Butte. Some great views. We're going to turn back around and go to Gooseberry Mesa, and it overlooks the Virgin River Valley. Is that it, Brenda?
Yes.
Snow-capped mountains. End of the trail for the Smithsonian Butte and also the Gooseberry Mesa, and you can see wonderful Panoramic. I'll walk down here just a second, get a little bit more. It's a great ride. Across the Grafton or Rockville Bridge. What's it called, Brenda? What was it? Remember?
Just the Rockville Bridge.
Rockville Bridge over the Virgin River. And we're headed to get pie. Love pie. We're going to go through Springdale. Springdale is the town right next to Zion. You have to go through Springdale to get to Zion. It's mostly a place where you can get your hotels, your restaurants, all of your stuff. And you can definitely get pie. Okay, we're here at Bumbleberry Pie, Bumbleberry Inn. We're gonna walk over and check the pie out. So the inn's back in the back. This is the gift shop, bakery, and theater. This is the gift store, and it's huge. So this is the bakery.
The first two, vanilla.
We just got our bumbleberry pie, and Brenda got bumbleberry ice cream. But that all looks good. We're excited. And look at these fun chairs to sit in. So come and get some bumbleberry.
Well, hold it up.